Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're just giving everyone a moment or two to join. We'll be kicking off in a couple minutes, a minute or two. Thanks so much. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Really glad you're here joining us today. This is Reseller AI Tips Live. We've been wanting to run this session for a while now. It's a conversation that we have quite often with a lot of resellers when they come and start working with us. You know, they're working hard, they're sourcing, they're listing, but they're not seeing the revenue growth that they want for their business. So today we're going to get into that. We're going to look at why that happens and what to do about it. So we've got about 30 minutes or so, 25, 30 minutes. So let's get straight into it. Now, before we get into the problems, I wanted to start with the numbers. Often overlooked and often never calculated, right? And at £10 average profit per item, 50 items a month is £500 monthly profit. 200 items, 2,000, and 500, 5,000. Same hours in the day, same 7-day week. The difference isn't necessarily how hard you're working. It's how much of your time is being eaten by admin and not on value-added parts of your business, such as sourcing, selling, and ensuring your buyers are happy and they'll buy from you again. So, and here's the thing that also lands. 5 minutes listing manually an item, you know, if you're doing 200 items a month, that's 16 hours a month, which could be spent elsewhere. That's time that's, you know, not sourcing, it's not selling, it's just listing items. So a lot of sellers actually don't do the maths on this and don't realize that and don't look at the, you know, what is the effect of this for their business. So let's look at why, you know, why are resellers getting stuck? And there are 5 specific areas. Now, the reason I say 5 specific areas is because most people just focus on one. So to say, look, oh, my sourcing is off, or it's photography, it's listing, it's store. Actually, these are interrelated, right? You need to get all of these things working well together to unlock growth and help you scale your business. So number one, sourcing. Wrong stock, wrong grade, too many categories. You're going to have things that don't sell ultimately. Photography, see a lot of slow, inconsistent, and unscalable approaches here, with different approaches to photography, often poor lighting, not enough photos. And, you know, listing, well, we talked about that at length, but here, you know, clearly this is a time sink. If you don't have a SKU system, items will pile up. There's a risk you'll miss ship orders and you'll relist things that are already sold. And finally, of course, there's fulfillment, right? Getting your items out the door successfully. So the issue is, as I said, these things are not kind of, they can't be just looked at in isolation. They have knock-on effects. You have slow selling stock, that's cash locked up. You can't reinvest. You can't sell more. Listing, clearly, if you have a backlog and you're not able to get your items listed at scale accurately, that stock is cash tied up in your business and it's earning nothing. And a SKU system, okay, if your SKU system is not sorted, You're going to have missed ships, you're going to have refunds. You're going to then, on the other hand, have buyers that are frustrated. So you're going to have friction. You're going to lose some of that goodwill. And the compound effect of these things is revenue stalls. You're back to square one. You've got the same cycle next month. So now the reason why I'm showing you this is not to say, look, this is challenging. This is not without challenge. But I'm sharing it to say, look, you need to, or we collectively, if in resale, need to solve this together. And fixing one thing, as I said, will not solve it. You need to look at it in its entirety and look at the kind of flow, right? What happens from the beginning to the end, and how do you optimize that to ultimately do that efficiently, and not just efficiently, but sell more. So let's talk about what good actually looks like. So, and I'm sure some of you, of course, there'll be people that disagree with me on this. First one, sourcing. The principle being, look, keep it simple. Buy less, but buy better. Focus on higher grade stock with predictable quality, predictable sell-through, with a focus on categories where you've got sell-through data. So 2 to 3 proven categories. You've got data yourself. You know that you can sell. You've got good sell-through on those categories with 1 or 2 reliable suppliers to start with. So that would be the principle we would recommend. On photography, we strongly recommend batching it. So not unsurprisingly, great lighting or natural light, no shadows, a consistent background. We see a lot of varied backgrounds, to be honest. A consistent light background wins every time. Multiple angles. So we process a huge amount of photography. Front, back, label, detail. That is only going to help your item sell. And we recommend, clearly doing that in batches, but also including measurements, which we can help with. We'll talk about that in a moment. Listing, I think listing is a manual process. We strongly recommend you should remove yourself. So with our system, we talk about it, but as well, happy to answer questions. But when we say remove yourself, we set up our system to work with your preferences and best practice to deliver titles, descriptions that sell. But we don't recommend you spend time manually doing that, unsurprisingly. The storage and SKU, every item has an identity. Here you need to be clear on what that identity is, like a SKU code. Is that with the item? Is it bagged? Is it labeled? Is it ready and findable in seconds? So when you get that sale, you can then print your labels on a thermal printer, take it to your courier, your post office once a day. So that would be well, that's our recommendations and what we see as kind of best practice on this. Now, what we also say is, look, these 5 fixes actually can connect into and should connect into one system. One process that guides you and makes this easier ultimately to help you sell more. So this is our system, which we recommend. So the sourcing, you've sourced your grade A or your categories, your proven categories with sell-through data. You can create, and you should create, a SKU code in our system that's a QR code that's your unique identity for that item. We recommend batch, doing all of your photography at once. It's much more efficient. You can control it much more. You can get better consistency, but also higher quality by spending the time on the setup and ensuring that that's done consistently. Once your photography is done, you can pack it, you can put your SKU code with the item, and it's ready to be listed. That then comes back to us. So we batch list, you approve it, you set up your offers and auctions, and you can automate everything to then review it quickly and sell. Now, the thing that also we look at a lot is the data behind it. So what's important is then ultimately what items are selling, what's working well for you, what categories, and we have all of that data. So the sell-through, days to sell, the dashboard insights, so that you use that to then ask the fundamental question, which is, what should I be buying next? And that needs to be right for you. It needs to be right for the market and ultimately right for your business. So this is what a 200 item month looks like. So without a system, we see a lot of resellers doing it one by one, doing things like copying and pasting. They're using ChatGPT and getting generic AI back. And then we hear a lot of it and they tell us, oh, it's rubbish. Well, it is. There's stocks and bags with no labels. You're printing labels for, okay, yeah, multiple office trips. There's an inefficiency there. Our process or system is around being systematic and enabling you to batch your photos so that every item has a QR code, it's bagged, it's shelf ready, it's good to go. And you can then be in a position to drive that sell through, reduce those days to sell, and focus on the top categories that are going to deliver more sales for your business as you grow and you scale. So with that, I'm going to hand over to Dijon, who's going to show you a little bit around our system, so live, and give you a sense of how it works. So Dijon, I'm just going to take down that. And when you're ready, we'll pop up the dashboard. Awesome. Over to you, Dijon.
Hi, thanks, Duncan. Hi, everyone. So basically, I will take you through how can you listing efficiently use our dashboard. So as you see, like once you log into our dashboard, you see we have some sample data here, but we'll take you walk through how can you batch upload your items into our dashboard. So the Duncan just introduced about the QR code system, which is one way we can batch upload very efficiently. To do that, if you log into our dashboard, you can click the upload here, just click it, go to QR batch upload, and click the choose files. So basically, you need to browse your computer to find out the images where it's located in your laptop. So I've prepared some items here, which is 3 sets with 3 QR codes. So start capturing with a QR code, then the next item, the new set, start with a QR code, and another set, new QR code with another set. So basically, that's everything you need to do. So once you've done that, you just need to upload them. So we're now processing them, which will help you to split them up into correct set. So there are 3 sets, so we should be have. So we're processing it. Once it's finished, it will show up. So now, yeah, it's finished. So you can see the items are correctly being splitted in 3 sets. Once you've done, you can check it or you review it. Once you feel happy, just click upload. So now it's actually uploading the data to our server, which will be processing by us. So now it's been processing. So it might take about like 1 minute to 5 minutes. So you can upload 3 sets or 10 sets or 50 sets, whatever sets you want. So we processing all of them automatically for you. So we can quickly look through it's been generated. So we have some sample data here, so they're the same. Once you've uploaded images, we prepare the titles, the price, condition, categories, the descriptions, and all the fields the marketplace needed. So we show the eBay here. So you see the eBay has a lot of fields. They probably have like 30 fields, and depend on the categories. There are different categories by categories that we can process for you automatically. So usually just filling up this titles, description, and what you want to put in this boxes, which might help you as SEO as well. It might take like 3 to 5 minutes for each item. But in our system, we can process all of them in one go, and it's automatically. So probably like you can upload like 10 or 20, 30 or 50 items. We'll process all of them in 5 minutes. It will save you a lot of times. So you see we have some QA as well. Just give you better examples. So you see like we read everything from the images. If it has labels, we read the size for you as well. So we'll show concrete examples. So there's a concrete examples. If you do manually, you can imagine like you need to fill in the titles, check what's the size. But in our system, like if the size on the labels, like this one, 34 by 30, so we just read it for you automatically and filling them in the proper size and filling the eBay field, all of them for you. And yeah, so we do a lot more behind it. We customize the description, the title, based your preference as well. So yes. So you can imagine like we save a lot of time. So you can imagine you hire a person for that. If you do separately, you probably need to process like 20, 60 items, 4 hours, 5 hours by another person. But now you use our system, just hire another one. We do this in like 10 minutes for you. So that's part of what we do. We also have the price as well. So you can hear in each price we have a magnifier here. So we help you. You can refer what's the price the other sellers actively publishing in the eBay platforms. You can see, okay, what's the other sellers they are pricing. You can browse it and to get an idea what they are pricing. So we provide different ways: search by titles, by images, and by AIs. So the AIs we suggest in different platforms by different price. You can have a check. We also have a detailed reports what you can do, what can improve by that. So that's the basics. We have a lot behind it. One thing is like the many customer want a customization of titles. I will take you through as well. If you go to the settings, we have instructions here. You can customize your title, description yourself, or you can use our AI assistant to do that, which is very straightforward to do. Go back to here. So which means like this fields, everything is control in your hand. So for now, I think that's everything. So we have many things behind it. So do not hesitate to contact us and use them. Yeah. We hand it back to you, Duncan.
Thanks, Yizhong. Yeah, so hopefully everyone cleared that. Any questions on that or comments, please don't hesitate to kind of shoot it across in the comments, or otherwise just reach out to us. So 3 things to do before next week. So one is calculate your listing hours. Be really candid on this. Like time yourself on 10 items, multiply by your weekly volume. That's the number you're working to replace, right? That's the time you want back to focus on the value-added aspects of your business. The other thing to look at is to count your unlisted stock. That stock is locked cash, right? That is a bottleneck that is there to be unlocked. And the third thing is, run a batch with us. Very happy. We'll talk through in a moment if you're not with us right now. But yeah, upload 10 items as a batch, see what the system does, see what you can do with that, see how it can accelerate your workflow. So we do have a workshop exclusive offer for new signups. We offer a free 2-week trial. So 50 free generated AI listings, free setup. So Dijong mentioned, actually, we have a lot of customization in our platform, which enables it to develop really powerful titles and descriptions. Some of our top sellers are achieving 48% sell-through. Days to sell, 5 to 7 days. So anyway, that's all part of it. We also offer, after the free trial, after the usage, £10 or $15 off your first month. There's no credit card required. All you have to do is, on the screen here, you can see there's a couple of QR codes. Sign up. You can use the QR code on the screen or go to our website at aesthetic.com. Literally sign up, free. It's Google sign up. 30 seconds, you're in. And then the second thing is just activate the code. So here's a QR code. It auto-populates with AI Workshop. And if you do that by Friday midnight, you're on for this offer, as you can see here. So yeah, conscious of time as well. So any questions for Dijong and I? We'll pause for a moment. Take them now, or otherwise, yeah, we're around later and offline. Okay, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. Appreciate it. We hope to see you again very soon. If you're not with us, do claim that free trial. It's there to be used and for your benefit. Thanks again, and we hope to see you all again soon. Thank you, Dijong. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.